on cam, sharpening his broadcast. Tabs all stacked, got 100 hot takes with a bottle in his hand, and he's coming for the fakes. Old bills, old boxes, we're cutting those ties. Click once, breathe twice, watch your whole life go live. Streaming matters every Friday night. Kill that cable, let it fade away. Cody's in the corner, news in the feed. When someone says Plex, take a drink, now breathe. Streaming matters, guard your streams, lock down your login and protect your neck. Woo! Protect your neck. Yeah. Sticker on the bottom, leaks in the scroll. New toy dropping for your rig, for your soul. Did you hear that? Rumor chat says run it back. What takes in those updates, just refresh for the facts. Free trials, free traps. They smile, then they bite. Click once, think twice. Keep your data out of sight. Streaming matters every Friday night. Kill that cable, let it fade away. Cody's in the corner, news in the feed. When someone says Plex, take a drink, now breathe. Streaming matters, guard your streams, lock down your login and protect your neck. Raise that glass when Plex gets dropped. Laugh with the chat, but your guard stays up. Email password, change that key. Freedom sweet when you watch.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks to everyone over on the side chat. Welcome to Big Daddy Spider and the Beach joining on the panel. How are you boys doing?
Hey,
Yeah,
doing pretty
Feeling
good so
lighter.
far.
feeling lighter.
Yeah, the Beach passed an Easter egg a little early.
Yeah.
But so,
We did.
hey, thanks. I'm glad you're back, feeling up to snuff, be able to
Yep.
join us in here. So glad to have you. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Basto, first person to jump in the show. I think I had created the show within 10 minutes. He had jumped in here to say hi. So what's up, Bass? First person in there. Got Trevor hanging in here with us. Nice to see him. Canuck, what's up? Canuck gal, she should jump in here. There's Big Daddy there. Paul, how you doing? Penn, how you doing, my friend? You should jump in here with us. Jeremy, what's up? What's up? Mr. Eddie, still digging out of snow. It is still winter in the Great White North. Old Redneck joined us. Clutch, hanging with us. Nice to see you. Thank you, thank you. Loving the build. Thank you for, I'm assuming, the KISS build, I guess, or I guess it could be the Nimbus build, but glad you're enjoying it. What's up, Arthur? Jared's house. What's up, my friends? Thanks for everybody joining. It means a lot for us for you guys to jump in here and actually watch us live, taking the time out of your day to hang with us. Bunch of nobodies trying to help you save some money. So if you've not watched the show before, what we do talk about a lot of tech items, things that are usually related to streaming. Sometimes we'll lean into a little bit of gaming, but we focus mostly on streaming, how to save you money. So, listen in. If you have a question, you can post a question over in the side chat, and we will try to get an answer to it to help answer some of those questions that you may have about your streaming devices or some applications, stuff like that. So jump in there, way, Josh, and we got Diamond Dave. What's up, Mr. Diamond Dave? He lives in Oregon. Hopefully, he's having some good weather out on the West Coast. All right. So you boys all ready for your Easter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not looking
Good
forward to
enough.
have to start mowing yard again, though.
I still can mow snow, but I am seeing grass at the back of my yard, like underneath the trees. So it's working its way towards the house. So
I mean, I had to break down and actually turn on the freaking AC today. Yeah, because it got to
Lucky.
75 inside, and then plus being in my computer room with my freaking desktop running, my Plex server running, and all my shit running. So it was probably 80 degrees in here. Turn on the AC, and it's supposed to be 80 here tomorrow. So, but hey, I'm not gonna bitch. There was a long, after 41 years, coming back and freaking seeing snow and ice on the ground for 3 months. You know, screw that. I'm not used to that.
Yeah, seeing snow like that is difficult. Like I said, I think
Yeah.
we started snow in December.
Yeah.
And it's still like my front yard completely, but the snow it's going down, but it's just not very quick. What's up, Pez? Overhanging Pez joining us. Happy Easter to you. So we're going to talk about a few different topics. We're going to jump around there. Any of the topics that we talk about, there are links down below. So if you check out the show notes for any of the topics that we talk about, if you want to go back and read it yourself to find out more information, feel free to click on those links. You know, you'll be able to get to it. Oh, I forgot. Before we get started, we need a word. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Streaming Matters, proudly sponsored by Nobody. No jailbreaking, no VPNs, just information, and a lot of bullshit. Streaming Matters, fueled by weed and beer.
We got to make sure to have the
There you
sponsors. Yeah, we got sponsors, so we got to make sure to give a shout out to our sponsors each week. So, let's go ahead. Let me get cranking on this stuff. That one. All right. So let's go ahead and just talk about some of our Kodi topics, some of our my favorite topic. So there is a new add-on or an old add-on that is back. I'm not sure if any of you have noticed, but Salt's Stream All Sources is back. And I tested it today and found it to work pretty well. It was a limited test. I just installed it, authorized my RD in it, and just went through a minimalist look. But the settings, it's got a lot of settings. So I think a newer user might like the interface, but if they don't have to look at the settings, because it has a lot of settings in there, so that may confuse some of our newer users. But it is cool to have that old add-on that was 15 years old. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
At least.
yeah, I mean that's like the combination of that build that was posted, that was back, and then that's when I said, who the hell's going to resurrect Sports Devil? If they're bringing back Salts and that build, fuck it, somebody bring back fucking Sports Desert and just call it fucking Kodi Deja Vu.
Well, it is kind of weird how some of that stuff is making its way back, and for us that have been in the scene for a long time, it's like, oh, that's back. But it is different people working on TK Norris. TK Norris is not working on Salts. It is somebody else that's working on it, trying to update it. And Salt hasn't been around. I mean, it's got to be
10+ years.
Yeah, it feels like it. I mean, that was the first downfall of Kodi. That was when TVA went shut down.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I thought it came out before the TVA fiasco. I mean, that's what always cracked me up. I mean, they fucking named it right when they said stream off the sources, because you clicked on something and it took forever to fucking go through because it would find you fucking. I mean, that's back in the days where you could find free links left and right anywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, those days are long gone.
Yep.
But it's just. I mean, I had a conversation with a friend the other day, setting up a stick for somebody, and they were wanting to put BTV on there, and I just kind of explained to them, you got to be careful because they're pulling a lot of torrent links, and
Yep.
you can start getting some letters. You know, the only way
Yep.
you can get around that is RD. Oh, I don't want to spend. They don't want to spend the money for that. And I'm like, then you know, take that risk.
Yeah. I mean, as we know, I mean, RD is pretty cheap, but yeah, people seem to think that they can, you know, I can do it for free. And we used to be able to do it for free. I mean, when I
Yes.
first got into this, you could
Yes.
watch everything and it was free.
Yeah.
But
Like
that
yeah,
has,
you know,
you know, those servers
gone.
are gone. So that's the problem. The servers are gone.
Yeah. For me, the one of the, I mean, I probably use RD mainly 90% for downloading. And
Mhm.
Kodi, what I'll do is if there's something I want to watch 4K versus me downloading it and put it on my Plex, you know, a 40 plus gig freaking movie file, I'll watch it off Kodi,
Mhm.
you know, screw it. So then if I do like it and I do want a 4K, then, you know, find a smaller version.
Yep.
Because I refuse to put a fucking 40 gig plus file for one freaking movie.
Actually, today,
I'm not a quality whore like you.
well, but quality, I mean, the only time I don't download a lot of that stuff. That stuff I'm streaming.
Yeah, you stream it. That's what I'm talking about. Streaming.
But I found, to be honest, 40 is about my limit. Because I find that sometimes even my internet, which is, I think I have good internet. I mean, it's a 1 gig download, but
yeah,
even with my Shield, at times I will run into issues. So
Yep.
I keep it around 20. It's never a problem. You know, I can.
Yep.
Oh. So yeah, so Salt is back. We got Wolf Girls jumped in here. What's up? Trooper, he's jumped in and joined us. Alpha's jumped in here. They're embedded. And he's talking about the sites and the links, and it is completely different on how to get stuff that years ago it was simple. Well, I don't say simple, a lot easier. There were so many sites to pick from, and they were easy to scrape, and you could create an add-on right through it. But that has changed. But the good thing is with let me see if I'll grab the URL. Did I have it on here? I have the URL for. Let me get the GitHub here. It's in the Zeus repository. Let me copy that. I'm gonna jump and throw in here. So if anybody wants to check out Salt, you can check it out. There is the URL over there in the chat. Go to the GitHub. And it is still a work in progress. There are some things that are still need to be ironed out with that particular add-on. But it is headed in the right direction. And Dave, Big Daddy, we were talking earlier in the chat because Kodi fits well, or Kodi fits. Isn't it Kodi fits well?
Yeah, Kodi fits well.
Because he would worked on a Salt fork a couple months ago or something like that, maybe even a month ago.
Yeah,
but it was done differently.
He took basically the look of Salt and then made a new add-on for it that just only uses AIO streams. So if you want to use it, you have to be able to set that up, which I see people have a lot of issues setting that up. It's not very straightforward, it seems to be. So not something maybe for new users or people that are looking for an easy access add-on, but if
Mhm.
it's worth checking out if you want to look at different links. Now I haven't got a chance to play with it, so I don't know if it's runs a lot faster because he's doing that using AIO streams, or if you're getting better sources or more.
Mhm.
But if Cody Fitzwell puts the time into making it, he's got some thoughts behind, and there's a reasoning behind it
Mhm.
because he doesn't really play around with much stuff and put it out just to say you put an add-on out.
Yeah, yeah. Usually he's doing a pretty good job on whatever he's working on. So yeah, but so there's two different versions of Salta right now, which is weird. It's gone for 10 years or 12 years, and then all of a sudden now we got two. But there is two, so there are two different ones. So Cody Fitzwell with his repository. So you have his repository. That's going to be one version. Again, you need to set that up. When you do that, what's it?
AIO streams.
AIO streams. You have to set that up online, if I'm not mistaken, through your
Yeah.
phone or something like that. Put in all your information, paste your API key for Real to Brid, and put all that in there, and then you link it to the add-on. Whereas the one that was in Zeus repository is just like all the other add-ons. So if you want to add RD, you will get the 6-digit code, and you'll put that in just like you would any other add-on. So I think most users will find that very familiar. So setting that up is going to be pretty easy. So I think that that's going to be a nice thing. And again, I just messed with it just for a little bit this morning. Minimalist on it. It does. I had to pull back on some of the scrapers because it had a lot of scrapers that were, and they were, some of them were, I think the default was 30 seconds on some of the scraper sites. So what I did is, as I was watching the scrape, and there were some of those that were hanging for a long time, because you'll see the name of whatever source that it's trying to pull from, and it hangs for a long time. And then I just went through and turned off some of those sites, as well as turned down the time. You can turn down that it's only going to check a website for 10 seconds so that you're not spending 30 seconds on this particular website. So I found it to be a little bit slower on that aspect of it, but I liked the minimalist look when you got the links. It was quality, name of the link, how many seaters, and then where it came from, and the size was there. And I mean, there's no extra, nowadays when we scrape, we see, it's a 5.1, and then what is the tag and all that stuff, the release group. You don't see any of that stuff. So it's a little cleaner, a little more simple for people to figure out. So we're going to see where that goes. Props out, shout out to all for the developers that are working on these add-ons to make it easy for all of us to enjoy our free content. But again, check out the Zeus repository. It's got a few add-ons in there, and I do know that he told me that the tracked add-on is not. There's a track player in that add-on. It's not ready. And I think the accounts manager app is not really ready. So this is a new repo, so don't expect everything to be up and going. This is, I think, within a week this repository's been up. So there's some growing pains it's going to go to as that stuff's being fixed. But hey, check it out, and you guys in the Telegram group, let me know what you think, because that's going to be on my practice device or my practice Kodi setup, and I'll kind of check it out and see what's going on with that. There was, what was the other? There was another. Damn brain fart. I didn't even smoke any herb. So that was it. Resolve URL had another update, so that helped some problems. And hey, I had a weird issue. So I was using the Chains add-on, and it has a lot of direct links, one clicks. And every time I clicked on a link, it wouldn't play. And I had resolve URL was updated or authorized on the device. Tried and tried. I tried for days. VPN on, VPN off. Tried all those different things. Everyone else said the links worked. And you know what fixed it? Uninstall the add-on and reinstall the add-on, and it fixed the problem. Just so sometimes when people are like, "Oh, this ain't working," but everybody else is finding that we're having no issues with it working, you know, uninstall it, reinstall it, and see, because I call that ghost in the machine. There's no way that you can replicate why it's doing it. It's just something's broke. And as soon as I reinstalled it, every direct link worked. So I felt like a little bit of a noob because I posted in a room. I just want to know if other people, if it was working, because if it's working for other people, then I know, all right, that's either my device, my setup, or it can be my internet company. So yeah, that was my Homer issue this week, but got it sorted. But the good thing is all taken care of. Plex. So well, I've only got water, so you guys gonna drink up. So, oh, wait a second. Oh, look at, see, and my man would be upset because I didn't put the banner on for the other app, but I didn't have a banner. So, oh, hold on. Oh, Alpha's in here. I think he's talking about. Right, so he's talking about IMDb API. Always answering the question from Andrew. And we talked about this last week. There is a lot of fixes where people aren't relying just on Tracked anymore. You can use IMDb, you can use MDB listings, Simco. There's a lot of new options for you. So, and it is nice that a lot of add-ons are adding those other options so that we're not tied to Tracked, because as we talked about last week, really not sure where they're going right now. So it is good to see some of these add-ons adding some extra features to pull that metadata. So let's see. We got Plex. So Plex, and they talked about this last year. They were releasing a new layout, and I haven't looked at this because, to be honest, I have a Fire device, but I don't put Plex on it. But it's going to change the layout of the way Plex looks, and this is going to be happening anytime for people with Fire devices, and they're going to push for either you're going to need to have Plex Pass if you want to watch things remotely, meaning I want to watch content outside my home, or you want somebody to watch your content outside your home, of course. You're going to have Plex Pass, which is what's the latest cost on that? What was it?
200 and something.
Yeah,
I forget the exact price, but it's like 200 something.
Yeah, it's crazy when we think. I bought mine for $70, so long ago, but yeah, it's like $200, 200 something for lifetime, or $69 a year. Or if you just want remote watch pass, that's going to be $20 a year, or I think it's $7 or $9 a month.
Yeah, $250 for a lifetime pass.
Yeah, for Plex Pass, and Plex Pass does have a lot of pluses. All of us on the panel, we all have had Plex a long time. It is worth it if you're someone that's going to have your own. You're going to have a library. You're going to create a library in your home. If you're a person that downloads a lot of content, you download a lot of movies and TV shows, and you want your library to access it from other devices inside your home or outside your home, Plex by far to me is the best at it. There's other things that you can do to be able to watch that to create your library. But Plex does the best job, in my opinion, and the quickest job. I mean, don't you guys think, out of Because what would be MB? Jellyfin is basically Plex. Kodi really,
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of
MB.
Kodi with a library.
Yeah, MB isn't bad. We both knew somebody who had MB server, and it had a real simple interface that worked well.
Super simple.
Yeah, Plex is more. I mean, it's like I saw that. I'm like, great. The interface is going to be different, so that means all my freaking TRs. Anytime they get a new Fire Stick or something, I have to update mine so I know exactly what to walk them through, tell them to click, since it's all changed now.
Yep.
But yeah, I've never messed with Jellyfin. I see the alphas talking about that.
Yeah. Well, Jellyfin is just a free version of Plex. Sort of. It is a Plex clone fork. It's very close to Plex, but it's its own company and its own software, and it's free.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have all the features that Plex has. So.
Yeah. I mean, even in your house, you don't only get Plex, you just want to watch it yourself.
Yeah.
You can do it all through Kodi.
Yes.
I have a freaking 5 terabyte hard drive hooked up to my Kodi with, movies and TV shows on it. So on the outside chance of, when my internet goes out, I've got something I can watch. There's things that I like Kodi does, like say if you have like Marvel movies, like say the American Pie movies, you can put all those folders, combine them into one folder. So it'll group them. So yeah, if you don't want to, and all you just want to do is share it with your family in your house, Kodi is the cheapest way to go for doing that. Using the Kodi.
Well,
basically, that's what Kodi is meant to do.
Yeah, but Kodi, if you were creating a library and I was going to share it outside my home, there is some.
I didn't think
you can, but there's some hoops where you have to open up ports. You have to do some port forwarding, whereas Plex does a little bit of that for you.
Yes.
I mean, if you're doing it inside your home,
yeah, I'm just talking to somebody who's at home. They don't want to share it with anybody. There's no reason to spend $250 to get Plex. If it's just you got a couple hundred movies or maybe in 20 TV shows, you want to, put stuff on there for like your kids or whatever.
Yep.
Easiest thing in the world is just do through Kodi.
And I prefer the Kodi player above Plex's player. It just has more functions for subtitles for me, or turning things on and off, or turning up that center channel. I'm a big believer in that center channel turn up. What's it? The downstream, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
But that center channel, I always turn that up so that I'm able to hear dialogue better.
Actual fucking dialogue, and so
without having to turn subs on.
It's like when the people are talking, they're like fucking whispering. The next thing you know, a car comes fucking screaming down, and you'll crash through, and your fucking ears start ringing. It is. I wonder, are fucking filmmakers deaf, and do they fucking watch everything with subtitles on? Because there is no way they can fucking, dialogue. Why do you even fucking have a writer to write a fucking script? They could just stay there with their fucking voices just moving, and nobody, what the fuck? I can't hear jack shit.
That the dialogue is set up for movie theaters.
Yep.
That's why it's that way. Where they got
bullshit.
that can do the audio so it sounds clear, and all the surround sound effects and explosions and stuff like that in the background. And when
we talked about that last year. I think that was a topic we talked about. There was an article that was about why we can't hear it, and it is the way that they're doing it. And I think you're right, Spider. It had to do with the theaters, but it also was about people's home system, surround sounds. But I have a surround sound, and I still struggle sometimes to understand or hear those voices.
Yeah.
And it's like why have them so low? I mean, I don't know. I just thought I was getting old. I thought I'm getting old. I can't hear good. Um, but I don't like to read the whole. Even if I can hear the movie, subtitles distracts me.
Yep. Amen.
And I'm not watching the movie anymore. I'm reading, and then it's like I can hear what they said, but I still read it to like verify that because it's there.
I mean, I used to bitch at Auburn all the time. You know, we'd go in the fucking big screen and watch a movie. First, he's always playing fucking trailers. Turn them fucking trailers off, Auburn. Fucking Christ. You know, but they're movies. You know, something on this. This movie's from fucking 1987. Okay? Who gives a flying fuck? You know? And then he does subtitles. The subtitles. The subtitles suck. But I like them on. So when I would burn the movies, there were times when I purposely, because he's going to play the big screen, I wouldn't put the subtitles in. Or I would make it so the subtitles wouldn't automatically play, you know, just so we could watch the movie without subtitles.
Well,
I don't know why they're not playing. I'll resend you the file once I know the subtitles are working for sure. You know,
yeah.
All right, appreciate it. So
I do. There's something that I do kind of like trailers to play before a movie, and a Shadow, the add-on Shadow offered that, and I think there's a number of add-ons that are out in the community that are Shadow based. So Shadow is an add-on by itself, but it's also a base that a lot of other add-ons. I want to say Chains. There's a couple. Damn it! I can't think of some of those other shadow-based add-ons, but they have a feature that you can turn on trailers, and you can tell how many trailers you want, and it will play it before the movie. And I like it. I mean, no more than 2. I like 2 short little trailers to play because sometimes it's like, oh, I don't remember that movie, or hey, I forgot that I'd seen that forever ago. And so it is a feature that is in Kodi in some add-ons. And again, you go into settings, and I think it's under general. It's right at the top, and you can turn it on and tell how many trailers you want. I don't know if it could be. I haven't used it in a while, so I can't say that there might be some problems with it. Because sometimes there is.
I put it this way: if I ever come to your house or you're putting on a movie, I'm gonna bitch about fucking trailers. Okay, I'm gonna fucking bitch. I mean, Aubin had me make a fucking pre-roll, so every time somebody turned on a movie, you got a shot of a movie theater and the curtains opens, and it said Aubin's Plex on the screen.
Yes.
You know, so he was like, "Can you make
that?"
I'm like, seriously, every fucking time you want somebody watching something on their Plex to get to see this shit, yeah, I think it adds something. I'm going, well, I ain't fucking watch a movie on your fucking Plex. That's for damn sure.
I mean, to me, I like I wouldn't want it all the time, but if I'm sitting down to watch a movie, I do like if it's a movie that we're sitting downstairs and we're watching it, and all dark. That couple trailers does kind of make you kind of, hey, I like that idea. I want to watch that. Plex does a really good job of that because right there you can tell it to add it to your watch list. So that does make it very easy to set that up. Now he would again,
well, I tell you what, if you like that, I'm gonna make a fucking pre-roll. I'm gonna put that all. Let's go to the snack bar, with the dancing hot dogs. You used to see before the fucking movies, all the snack lists all go to the snack bar. Yeah, I'll fucking put that in a pre-roll. Everybody has to watch a fucking movie or whatever on my Plex. They gotta watch that first.
I'm telling you, your family would love that. I guarantee you, your family would love that. They'd be like, Beach, that is the coolest thing. How'd you do that? So it is a neat little feature. Plex does offer that some add-ons.
Well, I mean, I think I said it last week. We were down there, had one of my doctor's appointment. My sister-in-law got a text. What's that? Oh, your brother. just let me know he bought a season of a TV series off Amazon Prime. I'm like, what? He bought a fucking TV series? And it's like, what fucking TV series did you, what did he buy? She told me the name. I'm like, it's already on my fucking Plex. I mean, Jesus Christ, doesn't he fucking know? You know, so then I text me back and I'm like, FYI, what you just bought off Amazon is already on my Plex. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. So that's what he's been watching it on. So I'm
But
like,
hey,
Jesus
as long as it
Christ.
wasn't on your credit card, I mean, that's what he wants to
Yeah, I know. It's just
his money on that because you and I'm amazed when I was down visiting my dad and we were I was looking on the Shield and you see those movies to rent and there's like $25 for a new movie to watch at home.
it's
I'm like, holy shit, $25. Oh my God. But yeah, it is I mean that's the theater. I think the theater template is in, we know that that's in danger. But some people are like, well, the movie industry is going to be hurt by that. Well, movie industry is just making money off the digital releases of this because now you got people, instead of going to the theater to watch it, they're paying that $25 to watch something new. And even if it's an old movie, they're wanting like $8 or $9 to watch an old movie. Like, who's going to pay $8? Even when we think about, remember VHS days, it didn't cost, you like $2 to rent a movie or something like that. Now they want you to rent some old one for $8. That's all. So $25, you're going to give me the popcorn and the soda too. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Hey, $25. I'll get you some microwave popcorn. I'll toss that mug in there. Here's a can of soda. Boom.
Yeah. Like I said, the last time I went to the fucking theater, I can tell you exactly when it was. 2016. I went to go see a movie, and I just wanted a sip of water. So I could drink the water and use the little disposable cup as a spit tin, spit my tobacco in there. So I asked them, oh, we don't have those anymore, but we can get you a bottle of water. I'm like, okay, yeah, a bottle of water is fine. I'll use it. $5 fucking for one of those little fucking bottle of waters you get like on a fucking plane.
Yeah, okay. So those little round ones. It's
$5 fucking. So while we're in there, then there was like a movie coming out in like a month. I'm so, okay, I'll come back. I fucking took that bottle of water home, put it in my freezer. So when I went back the next time, I fucking smuggled bottled fucking water into the movie theater because I didn't want to spend $5 fucking because I was just like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, for people that go to the movies, when Shan and I went to the movies last year, I want to say the tickets cost us $40 to get in, so 20 and 20. We went in an afternoon, so it wasn't like late at night. So it was like $40 to get in, and I want to say it was $40 or $50 for the popcorn, drinks, and 2 snacks. No, and I looked at her. I said, "This is ridiculous. No wonder people aren't coming to the theater. Who can afford it? Hey, if you had a family of 4, how do you justify? We're going to go to the movies, kids. We're going to run by Burger King. Well, Burger King is going to cost us, $60, $70 to feed the family of 4, and then we're going to go to the theater. Now that's going to cost, mom and dad $150, $160. So maybe they've dropped $220, $230 for one night to take the kids to go see a movie. It's
well, I mean, we're all fairly close in age and probably remember like in the high school days or whatever, $20. You could go to a movie, you can go somewhere after the movie or before the movie and get something to eat. So you're out of pocket $20. And that's even with getting soda and popcorn in the theater. So, but this way, 90% of the fucking movies they make nowadays are shit anyways. So you ain't getting my ass there.
Yeah. Well, I like it. Alpha posting there, it's going to be about $70. And that's UK. So that's going to be 70 UK to get in there. So what's that? 600 Canadian, about, I guess, a little over $80 US. I like Leon's comment here. I'm happy for people to pay for these movies so I can watch them on the K app.
Yeah.
Amen. Hey, again, we try to give advice and give help and guide people, but yeah, I guess it does keep the machine running. So quit complaining. But so if you have a Fire device, expect a new layout for Plex, and you or the owner of the Plex server need to have Plex Pass for you to be able to watch stuff. So if all of a sudden you can't watch items that's on Jimmy's Plex server, you may want to find out if he has Plex Pass, because maybe he doesn't, and that's why you're not able to watch stuff. So that's changing. But last week, right after the show was over, the end of the world happened. Now, Kodi didn't end. We didn't have the world. We didn't have the death of the 16th or 17th Kodi, but we had downloader went down, and oh my God.
Yeah.
Between Facebooks and Reddit and Discords, people, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And it was removed from the Amazon store, right?
Like it has been before.
Yes.
It's probably about the third or fourth time.
Yes, at least.
Like in a year. It happens
Yes.
to him like constantly. He does something on AFTV News, and Amazon gets pissed at him, and so they take him down, and then he makes a change, and then they'll be like, okay, we'll let you back on there again. So
he posted, he made a post that said that he had checked the box that it was a browser. So you're not allowed to install a browser where you can download content. Now, you can install a browser that does not have a downloadable feature. So you can install Firefox, but you won't be able to download anything with Firefox. Or what was that penguin looking one that browser?
Fuck, I used to use it.
Puffin.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that was one of the original Android.
Yeah. That was the original.
So, but you can't install anything with the browsers. You can browse, and that's fine, but you can't install nothing. So when he updated Downloader and checked whatever boxes he checks when he's submitting his new version, browser was checked. And so I guess it was the 2.2 or 2.02 update, and it was blocked because it was seen as a downloader. It could download and a download as a browser. So that's why it got knocked off. So once he noticed that and he made the correction and resubmitted it, then it was back in the store. But that 2 days that people couldn't use Downloader, and there's so many other ways you can do it. I mean, there's Doc is over there on the side. He's got that file send. You got unlinked. You got all these other applications and ways to get, or ADB debugging. Old school, you could do that. But people are like, I only know this way. And
well, whose fault's that?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, if you, like we said, you've got to have backups to your backups, because anything can happen at any time where your app or whatever can go down.
Yep.
So if you're not investigating enough to find the workarounds, then you need to expand your horizon a little so you can be covered. So when it happens, all your friends who freak out. I mean, I had one the other day talking about a movie APK, trying to add it, and then somebody couldn't get their fucking Google Play Store to work on their Shield because it said no internet connection. So it's just, you need to know how to work around shit. And then, I mean, why is Doc slumming here on this channel? He must be bored.
Who? Oh, he was in here.
Doc.
Yeah. Doc, yeah. He's coming to hang out with us for a little bit. But it just seems silly that everybody relies on one way of doing things. And again, download is easy. I mean, it is easy. But everybody relies on that. And there's other ways of doing stuff.
Yes.
And you need to have a knowledge on those other ways. And what gets me is unless you're setting up a brand new device, who cares if Downloader's down for 2 days? because it wasn't like anything was taken off your device. You just can't
No.
use, download, and install anything. So anything that was already on your device was fine.
Well,
But it's just funny. I laughed because I'm reading through Reddits and Facebook, and the woe with me. This is the end of the world that downloaders gone. I'm like, come on, roll. If you can't roll with the punches of this hobby that we have, then just pay the cable company. Just pay satellite, pay cable, whatever you got to do. Put an antenna and just watch that. You've got to be able to roll and adapt in our hobby. If you're not, you're going to be paying somebody that's able to adapt and fix it for you. So again, you stay educated, get some knowledge to how this all works, and also don't have the end of the world whenever one little thing goes down. It was just, again, it was like 2 days, but it was the end of the world. And, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot believe these people are so upset. And it got fixed. It was fixed in 2 days.
Yeah.
It wasn't no time at all. And we're back at it. And, so Armageddon.
I mean, the easiest thing in the world is if you're setting up for stuff, and I do it for me with IPTV, send the TV app, put it on your phone, put it on the box, and just fucking keep your APKs. For me, I put my TV Mate backups that I'm doing for people, and I just shoot them directly from my phone right to their fucking TV.
Wait. You're from. Are they? Is the device at your home, or is it device?
I go to their house. Say I go to their house.
Oh, you go to their house.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're on the Wi-Fi.
Then I'm going to their house. I have the TV Mate APK, and like Smart Tube, and I'll have Plex on there, and I just have it on my fucking phone, and it's just send the TV, and just put them on there, and then boom, boom, boom. Send it right to the fucking TV, and that's do. Send files. It's simple as shit.
Yeah, it's easy peasy. But I guess it's some drama that goes on, so gives you something to read. And hey, Doc is welcome. Doc is welcome to join the show anytime. I've invited him numerous times, but he can hit me up if he wants to link to come on here. But yeah, it is fixed. While it's fixed, you guys, look at how slow I am. I hadn't even, and I don't even have a banner for this one for download.
Yeah, well,
Alvin would be very upset. Very upset.
Yeah, well, thank God Andrew's near. He'd be bitching at me about doing it. He's bound and determined to fucking make more work for me.
Yeah, this is something, and I was reading today. A couple cable networks may be shutting down soon. Hold on. Yeah. QVC and Home Shopping Network might be on the chopping block. They have actually filed, I think, they did like a Chapter 11 or 10K. They filed that they may have some issues financially.
Yeah.
So we may see some of that stuff go away. And it is mind-boggling. How can QVC and Home Shopping Network go away? I mean, I watch Hoarders. There's a lot of people ordering off QVC still, or Home Shopping Network. Every time I go you always see with boxes of QVC on the Hoarders. They always have a lot of that stuff. So I know that people are still buying stuff.
I mean, back in the day, I mean, I was a salesperson. I sold forklifts and warehousing equipment. There in Suffolk, Virginia, there was a 1 million+ square foot warehouse for QVC, and I had equipment in there, and it was just massive. All the shit that they had in there, and then what cracked me up, that all the employees, like if you're a woman or a guy, whatever, coming into work, and you like bringing your lunch, I had a backpack, or ladies, everything had to be clear. It had to be a clear purse. It had to be a clear backpack, so they could make sure you weren't stealing anything out of a fucking warehouse
Mm.
down there. But I mean, it's like you had an OTA antenna. I had an
Yep. Oh,
OTA antenna. And one thing you can fucking surely pick up if you have antenna, you can get maybe your ABC, CBS, and Fox
Oh, yeah.
affiliates. And lucky if you can get PBS. But one thing you're definitely going to get sure, you're going to get 2 fucking QVC channels and 2 fucking home shopping network channels over the fucking air. Because that's what I guess they rely on. Say, fuck it. If they're broke enough, they can't afford fucking cable, but they can buy shit.
Yeah. It's again, we're in a time where you see these things going away, and so I mean that's a staple since cables first started. We may see QVC and home shopping network going away from cable TV. So yeah, that was kind of a shock today. I'm like, what the hell? I can't believe that, but it can happen. It can happen. We'll see that I think they're trying to do some bankruptcy, kind of gathering their money together. You know how they do Chapter 11 first, or Chapter 11 and then it's Chapter 13. So probably trying to consolidate their bills or their debts. But yeah, the end may be near on the old shopping networks. Not going to be able. I guess Amazon's probably killed them. Amazon's probably
hell yeah! Everybody's online order now.
Yeah.
Well,
back then they were only games in town to order shit online. Yeah, I'm all ordered by phone.
And you got Temu and TikTok Shop that has all that crap that's on QVC and more. So
yep. Look at I saved the wrong link.
Oh, geez.
I had my link. Hold on a second. I had the link. I think it was on. Yeah, I had the link saved, but I pasted the wrong one. So hold on a second. I had there again. That was another mess up on my part. All right.
See, it's just like this is why Doc doesn't want to come on this show.
Yeah, it's not a professional. This is not a professional show. Hey, I'm shooting from the hip on this show. But there's another thing that's kind of concerning, and that is there may be some major issues happening with local stations, TV stations in the U.S. And the reason being is a lot of these companies are been bought out. So we have large groups that are buying multiple stations. Now in the U.S., it was anti-monopoly, or was it anti-monopoly legislation that was supposed to protect against monopolies and not allow one person to buy too many media companies in a small area. But over in the last couple of years, that's all out the window. Money talks, and if you're somebody with some money, you're going to be able to get whatever you want. So what's happening?
Just last week, fucking Nexstar bought Tegna, which was so that's fucking they're enormous now.
They're trying to block that, but
no, it went through. Well, it went through.
See, that's it. But what's happening here though is so one person or one organization is buying multiple TV stations all around the country, but they're also buying multiple stations in a market. And this article talks about Indianapolis, where 3 network channels are owned by the same company. What they're doing now is all the news is coming from just one news channel or from one channel. Mm-hmm. So they've bought 3 channels, and then they can show the same news from, let's say, channel 8. They create the news and the weather and all that, and then the other 2 channels show the channel 8 news. So that's concerning because you need to have diversity, and we need to have differing opinions. And if all your news again is coming from one source, then you're controlling the media, you're controlling what message is getting out, and then you're also talking people losing their jobs. So instead of 3 TV stations paying for a weather person and a broadcaster and reporters and cameraman, all that kind of stuff. Well, now they're like, well, we don't need 2 of those stations. Wipe them, get rid of all their people except for a skeleton crew, and we'll just let this other channel give us that content. We just rebroadcast it. So if this continues, I mean, you could see another. We've already keep seeing unemployment things where where companies are cutting back and laying people off, or just saying we don't need you no more. Now we're going to see this in the on TV networks, and that's we talked about in this show numerous times about Disney. How many channels Disney owns? They own a lot of channels, and that's why Disney can blackmail Dish Network or Comcast or Xfinity or Spectrum when it comes time to renew a contract, because they own so many channels that if the cable or satellite company is not willing to pay the price that Disney wants for their content, they can say, well, go kick rocks. We don't care, because your customer wants ESPN. Your customer wants the channels we've got, and you need to buy the whole bundle, because you can't just pick and choose. You can't cherry pick it. Go ahead.
Exactly. You can't. I don't think there'll ever be, which it should, be able to fucking a la carte your fucking what cable channels you want.
Well,
like you said,
they did. Now it was either Spectrum or Dish. Somebody just a few months ago, they did Disney bent, because Disney wanted one thing and they were able to do, because Disney has an a la carte. If you get it through them, there was a way you could pick and choose. But now, because Disney could do it, the cable companies were able to do it. I think that was like in October we talked about that. So it is coming where you're going to be able to see smaller niches, but Disney tells Comcast, you got to buy them all and then figure out how you're going to make money.
That was with YouTube TV.
Oh, maybe that's okay.
Because when they came back, then Disney agreed to let YouTube package smaller priced groupings of content. But Disney said those smaller groupings still have to contain a certain amount of our content.
Yeah. It's because it's like an all or nothing with them. You're going to buy it all. And that's, again, there's, to me, you're blackmailing and you're strong arming the cable and satellite companies. And who's going to pay that price? I mean, you can say, oh, that's all right, Comcast will pay it. Now I got my ABCs back on my TV. It was gone for a week and I bitched and complained and I was going to cancel it. And now it's back. I'm happy. You're happy right now, but you can be sure that your price is you're going to see an impact on your price. It will happen. So when people accept and they're like, oh, just give me my channels back. Okay, we'll get your channels back. But you can expect you're going to pay. You're going to pay for that. So it is concerning to me. Again, I worry about journalism in whole, that now instead of having 4 local channels that are able to do reports and whatever, some reporting and investigating and stuff, now we're going to whittle that down. Now we only got 2 or maybe 1. That worries me. That to me, you're losing that, and once it's gone, it doesn't come back. I mean, nobody's going to say, oh, well, we're going to bring back the newsroom to these other stations. No, it's gone, because it's all about saving money. I mean, it's all about the almighty dollar right now. And that's when we see, what was it? Oracle just fired or let off 20,000 or 30,000 employees at Oracle. It was just happened just the other day. It was like 20,000 people losing your job, because now computers and AI can do that, whatever you were doing. We don't have to pay you. We just run the software. I don't know. I know that there was that talk when computers first started. Oh, it's going to take everybody's job. But you're seeing huge these companies that are making massive amounts of profits are now even going to make even more, because they're able to cut your labor force. And everybody's like, oh, okay, it'll be okay. You know, I don't know. There's a hole in our boat, and water's coming in, but it is going to get bad. It's going to get bad. So, yeah, it's again with this more channels going away. It is concerning to me. It's kind of worrisome. Here's some good news. If you're a person that likes satellite TV, if you like Starlink actually has a deal going on right now for $35 for, I think it's 4 months. You can get Starlink in certain areas. It won't be everybody. It'll be in certain areas. So $35 a month for the first 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. And that is for the 100 megabit download speed. So it's going to give you decent internet speed. And I think it said also no, the promotion which eliminates all upfront hardware costs. So this is going to be targeted for new customers. So if you're already a customer with them, tough titty. But if you're a person that has been thinking about getting Starlink and you're out in a rural area, you may want to check into this, because I think it's till the April 30th is the deadline. And you'll be able to, get your 4 months of Starlink plus your equipment. It seems like the equipment is free up front. I don't know about the contract on this. I would assume you probably have to pay for, you've got to sign a contract probably for a couple of years. But if you are in that particular market, you may want to jump on that. And it makes me think, because we've got Amazon starts. Their satellites are going up this year.
Yep.
So I think Starlink's probably trying to get in, really push to get their equipment in people's homes, because people tend to not change. We are creatures of habit. So once we are paying for a service, or we have a certain cable company or a phone company, we tend to stick with it. And Starlink knows that. So it's going to be where they want to get in people's homes before Amazon tries to undercut them. That's, and I think he's probably trying to fix his image from last year. So,
well, there's also a thing he announced the other day that he wants to take SpaceX, which is the parent of Starlink, public. He wants to take it public and start selling stock. So, so you can add another fucking couple $100 billion to portfolio.
I saw the IPO on that, and they were showing, or IBO or IPO.
Yeah,
they're talking. It could be one of the highest one ever to if and when it goes to be in the market, how much that it's going to be out there. So I don't know. Oh shit! I didn't even. Sorry, Andrew. I did not even hear you enter the room.
Please welcome one of my most loyal subjects, the man, the myth, the Duke of Darts, ARB.
Now I get told that.
I didn't get that last week.
15 to 20 minutes I've been sat back there listening to you rant about the media.
Where's my boys to give me a look at? I'll see there. I needed Auburn here, because I didn't even look down there.
Yeah. I mean, I saw him on the side chat when I made a comment about Andrew's going to make me work, and I saw that little comment. He replied over there in the side chat.
I clicked on the video as you said that.
Oops, my bad. My bad.
It's fine. You were in the flow. I was letting you go. You're having your little rant about the media.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking when you were talking about that. To be fair, I think online media is more prominent these days than actual TV media.
Yep. Hey, look at who's just jumped in the side chat, Andrew.
Gandalf, one of the best builds ever.
Talking about a legend. There's another legend.
One of the best builds ever.
Wasn't it Andy's build?
No, the Gandalf was his own build.
I thought he had
build was the other one.
Okay, I thought he had Andy's build, but I remember his build was one of the first And it had
Yeah.
an intro, which I was blown away when it had an intro to the. And I was like, "Holy moly! I want one of those." I want that. So great to see Gandalf over hanging in the side chat again. A guy that's been around in the scene, helped. I remember he was doing it when you and I first joined.
Yeah,
Because
him.
he was in NAM.
Yeah, one of the first builds that got me into doing builds, Gandalf and Andy's build.
Yeah, because I was like, "Oh man, I want to do something like that." And
All right, knock his
look at where we are
bitch
now.
and you got that. You knock his bitch and you got the banner covering. I'll just put it. Can't see Andrew's handsome face. Take the
Oh
banner.
yeah. Let me turn that off because I don't want her to
No
be
way.
losing that. 'Cause,
There you go.
I know
So
how
she
much
could
she
go
loves.
fill up her wine glass and recharge her batteries.
Yeah. She loves her some. She likes some Andrew. But yeah, it's again. Well, we were talking about Starlink. So Starlink does want to get ahead of Amazon. It starts this year. That they're going to start launching those satellites to get it up there and try to be a competition, for Starlink. And again, I'm all about competition, and that's what complains me about the other media. I got one other topic, and then we have open floor. Get off of there. So I saw this deal, $20, and it's a new power bank. And again, people are like, "Oh, I've seen power banks." This is super thin. It actually works on USB-C. You are able to take this on an airplane. So I don't know if you're looking for Christmas gifts. This is one of those things when you go ahead and get some, and then you can have them on hand and give them out as gifts. Or when you go traveling, these things are a lifesaver. Or if the power goes out, but you need to charge your phone or something like that, little power bank. So I saw this and I'm like, that's a good deal. And I think this is I think this was .com. Yeah, it's a .com. So this is USA. But yeah, check those out. I have a couple different power banks now. Mine are kind of bigger, but if you have a Quest, these are great. Plug it right in. And
I just this typical fucking West Virginia. A couple weeks ago,
dating your sister?
Pretty much the whole freaking city up here, power went out because some fuckers went down to the main transformer to steal copper from the active fucking transformer. And when they did it fucking knocked power out for everybody in the fucking city. There was only like a couple sections that had power. So, I mean, it was sitting there, and I whipped out my fucking old fucking Fire tablet, hooked the power bank to it. What I like is the power bank that I have has the cables already attached directly to them. So you never have to look for a charging cable to it. It's already pre-wired, and they snap to the back of the power bank.
There's a couple like that.
Box. Yeah, so it had USB-C, USB-A, like a lightning cable, and the other old had 4 cables, and the other old fucking micro USB like charger.
Yep.
3 type. So it pretty much had everything you freaking needed. So that was good.
Yeah.
You're good, Dolph.
Oh, we had a question in here. Question from the audience. Let's see here. Sorry, I came in late. What's everyone rocking in the way of resolvers? Since Real to Bridge got rated, I got RD and Torbox. Not happy with it. What's everyone got or the best? I'm assuming you're meaning what premium service? RD works just fine. RD works fine. Torbox. I've actually been using Torbox a lot more in the last few months, and I've had almost no issue with Torbox. And RD that's bang on for me. Unless you're in a place where it's blocked. Go ahead, Dick.
No, I said I'm using RD every day.
Yeah.
For stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Not watching movies.
yeah, content that you already have previously bought.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff that's hard to get free now because of ID issues.
Well, when you got people asking you for fucking Taylor Swift concerts and shit, it makes it a lot easier if you grab that link and fucking stuff it in RD and grab it.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were talking about porn.
No.
You said stuff. My mind went somewhere else.
No.
I can't get porn. Well, I've really found for me, because I have Real to Grid, Torbox, and Premiumized. I've had no problems with any of them. And there will be occasionally some issue, like for one or two links. Well, once every blue moon, there'll be something goes down. But RD, if something goes down with RD, they always give you credits. When the last time they went down, they were down 8 hours. I think it was when something happened in the ocean or some shit. And they ended up giving everybody 2 days. And it was like down 8 or 10 hours. Gave everybody 2 days that had a subscription. So I'm not sure. My guess is that, it's possible that you could be having an ISP issue that might be blocking RD. The things I check, number one, reboot the device, reboot your modem and your router, especially if they're two different devices, reboot them. Kind of, get them, unplug them for a minute or so, plug it all back in, let it all come back up. If that doesn't fix your problem sometimes with things being blocked, then I test a VPN. If you're in the UK, most people have a VPN if you're in the UK. And here in Canada, we're being forced more to use a VPN. The States have not quite done it. And Alpha, see you later, bud. But the VPN, that's so rebooting. Then I try with a VPN and see if that fixes my problems. A lot of times, people, if you find that your playback is real bad, a lot of times it's your Wi-Fi. People say I got fast internet, and it's always first thing you say. How you got good internet? Oh, I got fast internet. I pay for good internet. What is it? I don't know what it is. I just know it's good. And then you go and do a speed test, and it's like 10 or 15. That's not good.
I reset mine once a week because everything I watch is streaming. Then plus all the people on my Plex server. So my routine is every fucking Monday morning, disconnect my router, disconnect my modem, let them sit there for 5-10 minutes, plug them back in just to keep that shit running smooth.
Yeah.
So that's my suggestion.
Yeah. Go. Did you have something, Spider?
Well, I was just going to say what Dave said. Reboot your router. I had issues this week with RD wanting to buffer on me, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I did a speed test on my Shield, and I'm like, oh, there we go. The internet's running slow, and do a reboot on the router, and back up to speed, and no issues. So.
There's another thing that a lot of people don't pay attention to, and I've posted it in Streaming Matters room. It is a lot. ISPs have software on your router or your modem. There is software that they run, and there is filters on almost all of them now that block you from certain websites. And you can, on most of them, you can go in on the app on your phone and actually turn those filters off, and it'll be like parental control or safe browsing. They got a bunch of different names. Security Shield, it'll be Shield, where it's protecting you. But what they are is it's just a list of websites that that ISP, your internet company, is not allowing you to get to those. So sometimes it could be right on the software, and those things are turned on by default until you turn them off.
Google
Google
your ISP provider and Google and just how to customize the settings on their app, because that's what you have to do now. I mean, for in the old days, for apps, you just go to the website, pull it up, and turn the filters off there, or let certain ports go through. No problem. But yeah, just fucking, if you have Xfinity, just how to adjust your internet safety settings. You just turn it off. No, I don't want to be fucking safe.
Yeah, and they'll have on there, this is protecting you from malware or phishing with a PH. They'll give you all these. We're protecting you from scams, and yes, that is needed by some people. Some people need it, but if we're our hobby and we're watching content, sometimes those websites are known, so they'll be blocked. The websites that we want for certain content. So. And again, I said this earlier, this is a hobby. You have to be able to roll with it. And if you're not able to roll with changes, then this really isn't a hobby for you. Maybe you just need to stick to cable company or satellite company, because we're always shit changes in this community. You got to be able to roll with it. But yeah, I actually turned on my filter last week. And there were links in Kodi that were being blocked, because you can go through and it shows you the filters and certain URLs, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a URL that's usually scraped, and you could see some of those, and some of them are just blocking ads and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're having issues, sometimes take a look at that and try to turn off those filters, because it could be one of your problems. Beachos has been telling folks to do that for years. That's turn off them filters. Yeah. And stay away from Sky. It's in the UK. You guys in the UK, Andrew, you guys were the first ones that started having those filters and those blocks, especially for football.
Yeah. Who was I with? I was with O2 for a while, and then they got took over by Sky. And Sky got all sorts of blockers and filters and stuff on. Yeah, Sky and brands like that, they do put a lot of buffers on to stop you, especially in the UK.
Yeah. And that's been, like I said, it's been for years you guys have been doing that.
Yeah. It's always been a fight, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they're always coming at, blocking third-party like websites, that would have sports, block those, I mean, Ace coming after everybody and their brother over there. Yeah. So, I mean, they hit you guys hard.
Well, and then now you got the talk of, some of these cable these cable companies and media companies going after the VPNs. They want to eliminate VPNs. I want to say it was Italy is really pushing. I think Italy and France are the two countries really pushing for things to be locked down. And again, you got to roll with it. The people in the U.S., you really don't. Unless you're with Xfinity, I think Xfinity and AT&T are the two biggest issues in the U.S. for blocking or using filters. Anybody that I've had people message me like, "Oh, I'm having issues, and I live in Texas. I'm having issues." I'm like, "Well, what's your cable company?" I'll say AT&T. Well, there's your problem, because they are the most aggressive in the U.S. for blocks, for those filters, and they will. You just can't get to a website, and everybody else can get to that website, but you can. So, yeah, you just got to roll with it. You got to be able to adapt.
I mean, biggest thing either doing here in the States is fucking this age verification bullshit.
Oh my God, yeah.
Florida and certain states and
yes,
and Oklahoma have it. So you need to verify your age so you can look at porno or something.
Yeah.
Which
No,
that's
well,
why
a lot of states.
I wonder if have to have age verification to look at pictures of Christy Nome's husband.
Just use TikTok.
Do what?
Just use TikTok.
TikTok?
Yep.
I see. I'm too old to
quick
be
and
using
easy way.
TikTok. I don't use TikTok. Look at Andrew drinking today. Holy moly!
No, I've got so much of this in the house.
What is
I
it?
never ever drink. It's Cruz Campo. I got it off. My colleagues bought us it for Christmas.
Wait,
Just want to make sure it wasn't
this is
brew.
it's what?
Iron brew.
No, that's Scotland, man.
Yeah, well, you're close enough to Scotland. You might drink it.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, everyone's real close.
We've got with dialects are all over the place, like America.
Yeah, I was just thinking, just like America, it's depending where you go. Ever had any issues with Starlink trying to block certain? Yes, actually, certain. If you have live TV apps, if you pay a subscription for some live TV apps, there are people that I have seen that have been, depending on the service, that Starlink will block it. It's not as widespread as other companies, but it does happen. It does happen.
And
So,
certain IPTV services are hammered more than others. If especially you got one that's been publicized that you can easily find on the internet, they're just they're just wide open, and those get blocked all the time.
Yep. Yeah. So it's not a guarantee. And I've seen I had a friend that had Starlink, and he was asking me because he was having issues with the service that he had got. I think it was one of those AliExpress services, because when he told me what the URL was, I'm like, oh, I've heard of that one. But and I was looking it up. You actually can run a VPN. Some VPN companies, I think Nord and maybe Vanish, that you can run on Starlink, but it's only certain ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know if when I talked to the guy, I told him, I said, well, you could try a VPN and see if that fixes your problem. But he never got back to me, so I'm assuming he got himself sorted, because he asked me, and then that was all I ever heard. So I ran
into one of my nieces has an IP service, and she's like texting me. She goes, my EPG hasn't loaded for like days. I'm like, go into TV Mate, do this, refresh it. It's just not working. It's not working. So as last resort, I gave her one of my Nord accounts. I will do that. Mm-hmm. So her eyes, she could watch the channels no problem without having to use a VPN. But for some reason, her ISP was blocking the source of the EPG. Yeah, was going to. So once she hooked up, turned on the VPN, then it came back. The EPG came back, and that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And days on the phone with her trying to figure out why this was going on. Well, but it depends on that file. So they're blocking that particular where that IPTV is pulling their EPG. So it had to be blocking that URL, but not the other. What I would be thinking is, well, if they're blocking the EPG, it's not long to figure that they're going to be blocking that regular IPTV service too. So if the EPG is known, you can bet it won't be long for that IPTV service. And again, it's more and more people are having to rely on a VPN because, in my ignorance, I only use VPN when I have to. Usually live content, I'll have to turn it on, especially if it's a weekend or a Monday night when hockey's on or something like that. You can bet I got to use a VPN to watch it. But I just turned on that tunneling, the split tunneling, where I can pick and choose what uses the VPN and what doesn't.
Yep.
When I saw the setting, and I'm like, why haven't I done this forever ago? Because I don't want a VPN on when I'm watching Kodi, because I don't want to lower my internet speed for Kodi, because I don't need it for that. Plus, that leads to possible issues if I'm watching TV in the house on 2 different TVs using RD, one showing that it's Toronto and one showing for here, then I get hit with you're sharing your account. So I went through and turned on the things that I want to make sure that the VPN is running on, and then the other things, are excluded. So that was I knew that setting was there, and my dumbass, for whatever reason, never thought about setting that up, and it took me 2 minutes. Click, 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 and go. So if you guys got a VPN and you're using it for some apps but not others, and it's hard to remember to turn that on and off, go into that split tunneling and turn it on for the things you want it on and off for the things you don't want to be using the VPN. And see, look at if Doc's still in the side chat, I know he's got a VPN service, or he did, that he was running, so he could probably even give us more insight on ins and outs of the VPN stuff. But that's one to check it out if you're having if you got a VPN, when to turn it on and off. There you go, Dave. A little bit of MD 2020.
Oh God, talk about the good old days in school.
Yep.
There was nothing ever good about MD 2020. Oh, unless you're stripping paint or removing rust off of something.
Some of the local drunks loved that stuff. They would come in, or Rich's Irish Rose.
Wild Irish Rose.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Wild Irish
come in.
Rose.
But wasn't it Richard's? Well, green label, didn't it?
And it's because I want to get something, but it's Wild Irish Rose and MT were the drunk's favorite because it was the cheapest shit and it just tasted like you're drinking moonshine.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, boys.
You sound like you're in the next room.
Yeah.
Now you just
your
muted
mic
yourself.
again. Yeah, he must have hit his mic. You're muted.
You'd think you'd figure this out by now, wouldn't you?
But like I said, once again, another reason why Doc will never come on this show. Oh my God. We were before the show started, Andrew. We were going through all this stuff with him, and we're just saying, "This fucking goes to Auburn haunting your ass." We're doing a fucking show, and he's not here. So yeah, that's it. See, Doc is over in the side chat, fucking laughing. You're muted.
It's like when you hand a new. It's like when you hand a new touch screen or touch phone to your granddad, and he can't figure it out.
All right, you are hearing me now. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see my lights.
Yeah. Hey, well, thanks for the great tech advice, and the fucker can't figure out how to turn his mic on and off.
No, when I change my headphones, then it changes all these other settings. I'm like,
well, that's put it this way. That's a prime example why you have 13,000 followers and Doc has like 600,000. Okay.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, I got no pressure.
Fuck
I got no pressure from my 13,000. There's no pressure to. If I make a video, I make a video. If I don't for 5 months, I don't. Doc's got to keep. He's got to keep up. I don't have to. I just I don't feel like no videos. Look at Albin's wagging his finger right now. Yeah, he would all be going.
He's that big deep laugh of his.
He wouldn't have left me backstage for so long.
I know. He would have had you on the stage.
Oh hell! Jesus Christ!
Look at Peter. Look at Peter's talking about Oculus, and I haven't seen him. Playing golf. And when's the last time we've seen him in golf?
It's been a long time. But let me tell you, I do like that new course that came out now, Hollywood. Yeah, I do like that.
I don't think I've played that one.
You haven't.
That's because I haven't bought it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's on. It's on.
Is it
you know,
available
yeah.
somewhere on the internet? All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now that what's it? Rookie is gone. Yeah. What's it? Not Rookie. It was
VRP.
VRP. And
Yeah.
and VRP is gone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And I do like that Reddit thread too. That's another one I read it and giggle. So
Oh yeah,
but-
those guys cracked me
yeah.
up with Meta's reading every single thing we post. Don't mention anything. And it's like, they probably come in here every once in a while, see what's going on. But
paranoia will destroy you.
yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, so I got to update my new to the new courses. I'll have to do that. And
Hard is extremely hard.
okay, if it's
Yeah.
hard for you, I know it's going to be hard for me.
I mean, before all what went on Monday, I was only 4 under on hard. Mark was not under, so he finally got under par on hard because if he can't fucking get like 10 under the first time he plays it, he just says worst course ever. Yeah.
Yeah, Marty, he's always he you know where you stand with him. Gonna be like, this fucking sucks.
I mean, it's like fucking. I thought I was diehard playing golf on on VR. Son of a bitch. I mean, he plays twice as much as I do.
I was looking. Trevor actually mentioned this. This came up last week about RAM prices are dropping.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I saw that it was due to, was it NVIDIA came up with a new way of
Google did.
Or is it Google? They had a new way of so the device doesn't need as much RAM, I think, on the AI servers.
Right. So what Google did is came up with a way that cuts the RAM requirements by about a quarter.
Hmm.
So the rumor that was going around last week was that OpenAI decided they're going to adapt and use that technology that Google came up with, and they went and canceled a bunch of orders that they had for memory.
Mm-hmm.
And so supposedly there's a Chinese memory maker that posted something about it and is freaking out because now they had a bunch of available memory and the prices started to fall. Well, then there's another Chinese manufacturer that they claimed had been hoarding memory.
Mm-hmm.
So when the prices were going up, they were buying it as much as they possibly could, hoping to sell it later on at a higher price. Well, of course, once the wholesale prices started dropping, they realized now they were sitting on a loss rather than a bunch of profit. So they started selling and off their supply that they've been sitting on. But I've seen some other people that said that they've talked to people at like SKY Hynix and Samsung, and they're saying that no, that was something went on with just one Chinese company. It was a pretty small player.
Was it Micron? Micron dropped their price. I remember seeing their stock price drop.
Well, and I seen another guy said that that's normal. That ever since February, the prices have stopped like climbing, like doubling every 30 days, like they were, and have started kind of going up and down. And what they saw on the wholesale side of it was kind of price reductions that were in line with that kind of up and down. So they're kind of saying it might be coming, it might not, we don't know. They were talking to retailers and trying to get retailers to confirm that, and a lot of the like Micro Center and Best Buy were saying they were tight-lipped. They weren't going to say. Right. So people are saying, you know, if a wholesale RAM prices go down, that's great, but that doesn't help anybody that's buying it on Amazon or buying it off Micro Center, because you're still going to, until they get through their inventory that they bought for the last 6 months, that's the high price, they're not going to necessarily start lowering their prices down.
Yeah, because they're already into it for that higher price.
Right. Yeah. So a lot of them I've seen were saying take a wait and see. You'll know but a lot of people don't think you'll see back to the days where it was about 18 months ago, where RAM kits that cost $300 today you could have bought for $65.
Yep. Yep.
So
yeah, I kind of hate that I didn't. You always kick yourself. I got 32 gigs. I'm like, damn, I should have went ahead and bought. I should have upgraded. Went to 64 gigs, but it is what it is, and hindsight's 2020. So, but the good thing is, if they're able to not need as much RAM, that is going to help everybody, because you're seeing what the price of what the new Steam device, or wasn't it the new Steam computer? Now they won't even announce the price. And then you had PlayStation 6 that said it's going to start at $1,000 or $1,100 to start, and then it's going to be, I think they said $1,100 and then $1,300 or $1,400 depending on the size of the hard drive because of parts. And I'm like, holy shit! I mean, that's just mind-boggling to think about. A PlayStation is going to run you $1,400-$1,500 before tax.
Well, and I seen an article this week was talking about with the video game systems, because PlayStation 5 PlayStation announced last week their prices going up. Microsoft announced their console prices are going up. And they said that's the first time that's ever happened. Consoles have always dropped after the initial year or two. They've always gone down in price, and they said this is the first time that they've actually gone up in price instead of the other way around.
Yeah, hardware it's ridiculous. I don't know. Yes. What can you do? But yeah, people buying old computers, ripping it apart so they can pull the RAM and hard drives out and sell it.
Look, until the price of oil comes down, no price is coming down.
Yeah, well, but prices didn't drop when gas was dropping.
And well, put this way, they're sure going to go up now. Fucking
now they got a reason to go up.
Fucking down.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Wait, so it's $5 a gallon for you there at your house near you?
For like diesel.
Oh, diesel, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's about $3.99 for H7 gas.
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a dollar change. When I was
a year.
In a month.
No, in a month, because when I went for spring break to Michigan, it was right at $3 a gallon. And when I was heading back, places, and this was like just in a few days, when I was heading back, some of it right there on the highway, gas had jumped to like $3.50. And I was like, or $3.40. I'm like, wait a minute. I was just in town and it was just barely over $3 and on the same road. How does it change? But yeah, it's going to be, I don't know. We get done with one crazy thing. You get another one. It can't get no crazier.
The one thing that is a major inconvenience to me, which is going on, and you guys belong to that Telegram group, movie releases one. I know Eddie does.
Mm-hmm.
Because they haven't posted anything. Did you see the last post they made in there? Okay, so they hadn't posted anything. So on March 30th, they finally posted. Currently, our country is in war with USA/Israel, and our corrupt regime has turned off internet completely. ASAP, we will be back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because I was like, these guys haven't posted any freaking movies, and they were my go-to.
Yeah.
As soon as the fucking web release was out, a legit copy, these guys were days ahead of everybody else of announcing that a new version was out. So, if anybody's not chatting, there's a good site. Let me know.
Dave's looking for a site that's going to tell him when things are leaked. Well, I mean, you just need to go to scene release. I mean,
Yeah,
you gotta filter through scene release because there's a lot of shit on.
yeah, well,
they
that's
stuff
it.
that's even old.
Yeah, I don't want to see release. These guys just posted new shit. So
Hey, our price, and what's crazy is Canada's like what the fourth largest oil country in the world, but reserves. But I paid $1.49 yesterday at the reserve, but every other station is $1.70. That's Canadian. So pound, so it would be Canadian to pound, I think is not quite double. It's a good dollar more. So that would be, that would probably be, so it'd be 250. Bet you 250, 260 Canadian for for 170 UK a liter. Yeah, it's gonna get rough, boys and girls. Buckle in. Yeah, we're right about that. Try the European prices.
It's currently like it's $1.84. I think that's how much a pound is in Canada conversion.
So
Like almost $2 Canadian.
So
£1 is about one pound is about $1.84 in
$1.84. So I'd have to do $1.84. Yeah, it'd be not quite double, but close to
almost like 368.
Whew. Yeah. So every time when you think you got it bad, somebody else has got it a whole lot worse. What's up, Kodi, man? See him over in the side chat. Nice to see him jumping in. Glad he's feeling better.
Well, get you a couple more dogs and you got a fucking dog sled. Use that to go back and forth to work.
Well, snow's finally starting to melt. I'll have to put some wheels on it. Leon said almost $9 a gallon in Australia.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got an e-bike. I can start riding this summer.
Yeah. I got a bike. I rode it twice. I've had it for 2.5 years. I rode twice.
Here comes your co-host.
Huh?
Here comes your co-host behind you.
Oh.
Jade.
Jade.
Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah, come on in, baby.
That's her.
Yeah, she had to come in and
She heard dog sled and she's like, screw that.
Yeah. She ain't much for winter. She don't like the winter.
I ain't going out in that cold.
It's funny when it would be minus 30 or minus 40, she would walk out there, like just stick her nose out the door and she's like, I'm good. Nah. So I'm like, yeah, I get you, girl. I'm the same way. When I have to go outside and it's that cold, I'm like, oh no. Set your VPN to RAN when filling up is cheaper.
You have to play our sponsor for Doc.
Oh yeah. Hold on. We do need a sponsor. We got our sponsor. Hold on a second.
Streaming Matters, proudly sponsored by Nobody. No jailbreaking, no VPNs, just information, and a lot of bullshit. Streaming Matters, fueled by weed and beer.
And I haven't had either one today yet.
Andrew has.
Yeah, but I've switched up because it was absolutely terrible. So
man, he's drinking the fake Coke.
It's a zero.
Yeah, no way. If I'm gonna drink Coke, I want some sugar in it.
I'm getting all fucking night now.
So as soon as this show's over, then I will be getting fueled. Fueled up. Shoot. All right. Let's see. I don't see any other real questions. Hey, folks, got any questions that
Did you talk about salts?
About
yes.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, that was the very first thing we talked about.
I did quickly try it. It doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got a lot of high expectations to live up to, I suppose, but that was always one of the most reliable, well, probably the most reliable.
It was.
I think what I did find when I quickly checked it, so I literally just tried like one movie. I think I tried like Mario because I knew it was like older one. So, and I don't have Real to Bread or anything like that, so I wanted to see like what links it had brought up.
Yep.
did bring them up quite quickly, but I couldn't find any free ones. So I don't know.
Did you turn it on in the settings? Because
Uh,
free
I
is
thi- well, when I went into settings, it was already on.
Oh, okay.
But like everyone, I thought because there's like different colors of the links, there's like green, blue, white. I thought the white ones are like the free, but when you click on it, it just said you need the bread. So, but like I said, I just quickly tried it, so that might be something I did wrong.
Yeah, I know that when I glanced in the settings for the scrapers, free links was a toggle that you had to have on and off, and I know I had mine off, but I can't remember if it was on by default. Like I said, this morning I messed with it this morning for just an hour or so before Shannon got up, and
I'm Kodi illiterate these days. I don't know. I'm like one of those users that constantly asks you stupid questions.
Bunch of TR. He's a TR.
Yeah, but it would take him. It'd take him no time to pick it right back up, though.
All right,
That's
Huff.
the difference.
Some of them are RAM. If depends on the RAM, there is some RAM, older RAM that's worth it. If you take a look at Marketplace and some of those places, you may see if you have some RAM that is wanted by other people, it's going to be more than what it was earlier. Now, not that you're going to get, $500 or $600 from some old RAM, but you probably are going to get $50 or $60 when 6-7 months ago you'd have got 10. So check it out. It's things. Look at making fun of me. I live on sugar, so there's no diabetes. No diabetes here. I've got my little Debbie cakes that I picked up when I went to the States up here on my shelf. There was certain things I had to get me some little Debbie cakes, and I've been slowly sharing them with some of my Canadian people here about, you want to try a good snack? I give them some of that, and they're like, oh, this is so good. They're like, what's in this? I said, chemicals and bad stuff.
Yeah.
That's why it's not allowed in this country. It's weird because things aren't allowed in this country that are allowed in the US because they're not good for you. So the Canadian government, it's a social health care. So they don't want people to be eating a bunch of junk because then that's just going to create problems for the healthcare. So it's like, no, we're not going to let those chemicals to be in the food, but those chemicals are so good sometimes.
But I was gonna say, I thought all that clean, natural food's supposed to taste better, look better, blah blah blah. That's what they always claim.
I don't know.
They come from people to live on poutine, fucking French fries covered in gravy with cheese curds.
Yeah,
I mean, there must be a shit ton of cardiologists.
I still don't. I don't like poutines yet. I don't. It's no. I don't like it. I tried it. I've tried it like 3 times. I don't mind if I dip my French fry in the gravy. I don't want it all over my fries because I have to eat them you have to eat them so fast. You got to
get so soggy.
Yeah. And they're like, you just got to eat it with a fork. And no.
I want my fries crispy, I want gravy. I want it on bowl.
Yeah, you should see it whenever we go out. So I'll go out with the guys and we'll go to wing night. And of course, they're all Canadian except for me. And she'll say, oh, gravy, gravy, gravy. And they'll all say, not for the American. Like, yeah. I said, don't ruin my fries. So it's a good way for me not to eat fries. If you pour some gravy, I'm like, I'm good. You do you, boo. So does it really get 30 below in Canada? Yeah. And that's, Celsius and Fahrenheit. Once you get to about 30, I think I think minus 30 is when Fahrenheit and Celsius become almost the same. And on the plus side, like 0 to 32, that's when there's a difference in the temperature. But yes, I've seen since I've been here 3.5 years, I've seen 38 below. And that's not counting wind chill. But that's only a couple times I've seen that go. I have seen plenty of minus 20 plus a wind chill. So yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan one bit. I keep my ass in the house. I look outside and I don't shovel. I pay somebody to shovel. You know, Eddie's out there snow blowing. I'm like, you ain't get me like that. I'll pay somebody to come and plow my driveway. I am not, because snow blowing, you ain't done in, you know, some of you are like, oh, I can do that. You're not done in 5 or 10 minutes. You might be out there for hours, you know, especially if you got a big driveway. No, I'll pay somebody.
Even here, when we got our big snow and everything, so like 4 days later, one of the older ladies here said, hey, my grandkids are coming over. You want them to go ahead and, you know, shovel out your car and clear off your car? I'm like, hell no. There's still snow in the parking lot. My ass ain't going anywhere till it melts.
That's a true Southerner doesn't. If there's a risk of snow, don't go anywhere.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't see any other big questions going on. I can't think of any other big topics. Any fights this weekend, bud?
Yeah, UFC is it 372 or 3 something? There's a numbered fight this weekend.
There's boxing.
Really? Oh, well, who's boxing this weekend?
Deontay Wilder against Derek Chisora. So Chisora's like UK. It's like his last fight, and then he's going to retire.
Oh, yeah, because I've heard of Wilder. I didn't hear of Chisora.
Not Chisora. He's fought loads of big heavyweights. Fury, Usyk. I think he's fought Fury twice. Usyk twice, maybe. I don't know. He's fought pretty much all of them.
Yeah, I hope.
Sorry?
Fighting in the UK, I hope.
Fighting in the UK, yeah. Yeah, they are, yeah. Because Wilder's been over here doing all the promotion as well, so
I'd be able to stay awake to watch a main event.
So it looks like a fight night is tomorrow, and it's Monicano and Duncan are fighting.
Yeah, I just saw that.
And that's going to be, looks like in Vegas.
Yeah,
So,
looks like next week is the next numbered fight then. Miami.
Okay.
Which means probably Trump will be there.
When's that Ronda Rousey one on Netflix? When's that?
That was April, middle of April, wasn't it?
Was that already?
Remember now.
No, it was the middle of April.
Is it MMA? Is it, or what is it? Boxing? What you doing?
I think she was. I thought she was going to do MMA.
It's MMA, but it's like it's not a UFC. It's Jake Paul.
It's Jake.
Oh
Paul.
yeah,
Is that going to be Netflix?
Yes.
Netflix, yeah.
No, thank you. It's going to be it's just going to be like a sparring match.
Be boring, won't it?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when, what was it? When that boxing, the one that Jake Paul's doing now, when that company first started before Jake Paul got in it. Remember they used to have bands would play during the like build up to it. Like during the events, it would be like the band would play because I remember they had rappers one time. It was it was like all the old rappers. It was like Ice-T and Ice Cube. One of the fights, but that was all like they had music and the fights. And now
was that during COVID when they did, or after COVID when they did all those exhibition fights? And
can't remember.
Like the one Snoop I was saying Snoop Dogg was commentating and stuff, and I think Jake Paul was fighting that he was fighting that basketball player Nate Robinson, I think it was.
Yeah, I think you're right. I do remember Snoop Dogg on it back in the day, and that was fun to watch. That was entertaining. It had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then it just went to now we're back to just boxing. I don't know. Boxing is just. I feel like they hit each other forever.
Unless it's a really big heavyweight fight, then no one's interested.
No, unless it's a big name. Yeah, because they seem like they hit each other a million times and nobody goes down. All right, so I don't see UK, the best boxing fans in the world. Oh, there you go with the. And here, thank you, Nook. So UFC 327. So that's going to be
Next weekend.
next weekend. Let me look. Click on events. Let me see. 327.
Look, you missed a lot of good butt crack in the last Tough Man.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good. And then Todd, the freaking shout out whore, got like 3 fucking shout outs during the fight.
Popular guy. I can't help it. You know. Yeah. So Yuri is fighting on that 2 weeks away. Curtis Blades. Tusisora Tura. Look at him. I'm gonna be tearing up a name. Johnny Walker's gonna be fighting. Ah, I love Johnny Walker. He's fun to watch.
Blue Label.
Yeah, the Blue Label. But Johnny, he's crazy. Paula Costa, he's going to be fighting. So yeah, next week there's a lot of really good fights in that. Wow, Kevin Holland. Wow, so definitely we need to make sure. Look at Kelvin. Gastelum. He's going to be the very first fight of the night, so you know he's on his way down the very first. So that's going to be early prelim. Wow. That's something to watch. So next week, definitely watch that. So we don't have nothing else over there. Andrew, anything you say before we get out of here?
Nope. Just thanks for having us again, and good night, everybody. It's almost midnight.
What about the F-bomb dropper, the beach?
Glad I'm here.
We're glad you're here too. What about anything from you, Mr. Spider?
Glad to see you got a show 2 weeks in a row. It's nice to have it back every once in a while. So I'm glad to see everybody that's in the side chat watching it on YouTube. So join the Telegram groups if you want to keep up with this stuff, even when Todd doesn't have time to do a show, when he's like traveling around all over the place.
Or just not in the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I ain't feeling it today.
Yeah, I'm going out tonight with friends or whatever.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm sorry.
Hey.
When your friends want to go hang out, hey, I'm all about going and hanging out. Have a few drinks, relax, have a good time. It's all about living in the moment.
There you go.
Want to thank everybody for joining the chat, everyone on the panel. It's always good to have my friends join us on this to just bullshit and talk about a little bit of tech items. As was said, if you need some help, really helps if you join the Telegram group, because there are 1,400 people in there, plenty of people to be able to give advice. So if I'm not there, there's plenty of other people with lots of good knowledge that can help you with that, with whatever your issue is. And it helps to be able to converse back and forth. It's very difficult to give people help over YouTube comments. It's very difficult to wait on the comments to come back. So join the Telegram group. It doesn't cost anything. And then you'll be able to get help. And there's plenty of other channels, other rooms that you can join that for all different add-ons or builds. They have their own rooms, so you can get the information right from the horse's mouth. So, I get one more time from our sponsor. Hold on.
Streaming Matters, proudly sponsored by Nobody. No jailbreaking, no VPNs, just information, and a lot of bullshit. Streaming Matters, fueled by weed and beer.
I got to make sure to get my sponsors in there. I don't want them to pull the plug and lose my money. Thanks again for everyone joining, and just say have a great Easter. And streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Curtains falling on the screen. Hope you laughed and learned a bit. Had some fun and skipped routine. Time to close this crazy shit. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time to say goodbye. Through the streams and download set. But now it's time for us to fly. useful information. Picked up tips and tricks to enjoy. But now we leave this online station. It's time to pack up every toy. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time for us to fly through the streams and download set. You can kiss my ass goodbye.